welcome to another Saturday night and some competitive Hell Let Loose. Holy shit. Today we're watching GBI versus TFK. I don't know, I'm always excited about matches, but this one specifically, look, I know, I say this every time, but I could keep talking. I'm not. I'm going to introduce my co-caster. This man over here. Now, I was super confused when I saw his name, SEO Trot. It's a goddamn pleasure to have him, but until somebody pointed out that his name is just Tortoise backwards. And I kind of went, oh yeah, that makes sense. Now I just have more questions. But firstly, SEO goddamn Trot, welcome into the live stream. Pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Dude, it is a goddamn pleasure to see your smiling face around here. How are you, man? Are you well?
Yeah, going good. How are you?
Absolutely goddamn magnificent, as I am. Literally every time I get to cast one of these games. All right. I mean, Tortoise backwards, SEO Trot. Why?
It's actually a book. It was my favorite book growing up by the kids author Roald Dahl.
Yep.
I had to pick a name. It was just the first thing that came to my head.
Right? Okay. Well, it is a pleasure to have you. Let's go through a few questions. How long have you been playing the old Hell Let Loose for? And I'm led to believe you're a competitive player with this GBI side.
Yeah, I was actually having this conversation the other day of how long I've been playing. I think it was during early access. I think it was maybe like at least two and a half years, I think. It was a couple of months after it came out. Gone through a few clans, actually. I was once part of AIF, if you remember those.
I do.
And then I moved from there to 3 Power for a little bit, another good friend of ours.
Yeah, we love 3 Power around here, as we love our GBI.
But it's good to have you. Found a nice home at GBI and been here ever since.
Magnificent. Well, since we're talking about GBI, we should talk about GBI as a clan have been going from strength to goddamn strength lately. More in recent memory, runners-up in the APAI tournament that's happened fairly recently. Congratulations to you lads. I think you played one hell of a tournament.
Yeah, I loved every minute of that. It was a tough slog. We didn't think we'd get that far. I believe in the first game, before the first game, we said, we'll just see how it goes. We'll probably not make it through the group stage. Made it through the group stage. We were like, probably not going to make it after this game. Made it through that game. Somehow made it through the end.
There's just been a request from Mr. Lykeon. Just requesting that they need all 6 tank squads. So you'll have to go pick a infantry squad when we jump into admin cam. Just,
yeah, Roger, I'll do that
so
now. You're
aware. Once the game starts, it doesn't matter so much whilst we're talking shit at the start. But look, GBI going down to OP and or BHB in the final. Look, it was a banger of a game. I thought you guys were unlucky. That match could have gone either way. But look, OP BHB, one hell of a strong side through the entirety of that tournament. So I feel like you guys would walk away with that going, yeah, we played fucking all right.
I think we learned more in that game than we did the whole tournament, that's for sure.
Right. Let me just type back to Lykeon. There we go. The other team that's playing today is, of course, Task Force Koala, TFK. If you've played it all in the OCE region, you know them, you love them. They've been growing like nothing else matters as a competitive side. We've watched them a few games from them lately. They always bring it. They always play a banger of a game. SEO, I think, look, you've played a lot of pub matches in the OCE region. I'm sure you've played with a lot of TFK lads.
Yeah, they're great players. They've got it's a tough game, this one, I think.
Yeah, it will be. I'm not going to call this match before it starts. I very rarely do. But
it's a tough one to call.
Do you have a prediction? Do you have any idea which way this match is going to go?
I'm going to claim it's going to be a 3-2 game.
Okay.
And it's going to be a flip of the coin. They've got great tankers on the TFK side.
Absolutely.
Whereas GBI have got the great infantry. So it's a good mix match. It'll be interesting.
I think you're completely right. TFK, obviously, well known for being very, very good tankers. I'm excited to see how that works. I'll tell you what, we could sit here talking all day about nothing, or we could jump into a bit of an admin cam. Both sides do look like they filtered in, so we might even get a game start on time, bang on 7:30, which will be 7:45 for you, for those of you watching at home. Welcome anybody that's watching. I genuinely love that so many people turn up to these goddamn matches. I'll see your messages in about 15 minutes because of timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly bullshit. We're on a delay because competitive reasons. But let's go over to the casting cam and let's see. If I don't see a satchel to start this match off, I'm going to be genuinely disappointed, my friend. You'll be flying over there, over this GBI side. I'll be looking after the TFK lads today. So, and that's something important to remember when we're looking at my screen like we are now. The blueberries will be the TFK side. If we switch over and have a look at Mr. SEO Trot's camera. Mr. Trot, Mr. SEO Trot's
I'm afraid you did miss the satchel at the start of the game, but...
Oh, surely somebody's got another one in them. Surely.
I was about to say they're strangely well behaved, but Magic Mutants got the flamethrower going, so...
We did see a flamethrower kill last match that we casted. It brought a genuine smile to my face. But remembering, when we're looking at Mr. Trot's camera, the blueberries will be the GBI side. Just keep that in mind. We'll switch between them. The thing up the top won't change. The little indicator of who's got which point. We're about a minute away from this match start. I'm hoping we get a nice early start now. Let's get in there. TFK side. Look at them all. SEO, you're a competitive player, my friend. I'm sure you've played many matches. Do you have any pre-game rituals that you like to do?
We used that was another thing during the APAI game. We enjoyed playing Pictionary. That was our game warm-up, believe it or not.
Yep, that's obviously.
We've since taken the game a little bit more seriously, and we've gone through a bit of training before each game.
Holy crap!
But we still love a bit of Pictionary at the end of the game, that's for sure.
Oh, good. I mean, that classic Hell Let Loose warm-up, Pictionary.
Getting the creative juices flowing is how we put it.
Oh, Jesus. Given your GBI's propensity to name everybody horsecock for some of these friendly scrims, just to fuck with me, getting the juices flowing isn't a phrase I want to hear from you too often, to be fair and to be honest.
I don't think
no. So Pictionary, you didn't like wear the same set of socks for every like competitive match? You didn't like...
maybe just, I think it was just get a pizza before each game. Maybe a couple of beers.
That works for me. I think that pre-game beer, I think, is genuinely important.
Yeah, I've always said you can conquer the world on 2 beers.
Yeah, absolutely.
It works for this game as well.
And it's finding that right mix, right? Just enough beer that you're comfortable and happy, but too many beers and you're sloppy. Anybody that's ever played a game of pool in a pub knows exactly how many beers they need to have to be perfect. Jimmy the Hand is, of course, first. You know what I didn't do? We're going to keep looking at this screen because I need to turn off all my redeems. Otherwise, it's going to be an issue. So, SEO, I'm going to flip over to your screen now. We're going to look at what you're looking at. Just take us through what this GBI side is looking at whilst I do all the admin stuff that I should have done previously, but didn't.
There's I'm not seeing many funny names, which is sort of a GBI thing to do.
That's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, maybe they are taking the game a little bit too seriously now.
Oh, you know what? I'm happy that they are. You can't win them all.
I'm seeing a few new faces, which I'm excited to see how they play out. A couple winter coats as well, which is a bit worrying, but
look, potentially they're just getting that camo on just to start things off, and they will switch back onto something. The map has been flipped, so I'm going to go ahead and say that we are due for match start very, very shortly. I'm excited. I'm excited, Mr. Trot, and it is a pleasure to have you co-casting. God damn it, let's go. Oh, no, it is absolutely my pleasure, my friend. There we go. I've turned off all the redeems. We're good. I like that Euphoric managed to get both first and second out of that. Well done. Nothing special out of that, but you do get to put it up there. Lots of new faces filing into chat now. I hope you're all doing all right. I hope you're all having just one of those genuinely fucking wonderful days. We're about to start. We're about to run into the start of this match shortly. Good luck to both teams. 13 seconds away. As soon as the map flips, I'm going to go grab myself a cheeky squad. But I'll tell you what, GBI, my friend, telling us that they need all the slots. That's huge. Not
that's news to me.
Surely they don't have.
I haven't been in any training for this game. I've got some fresh eyes for it.
We're going to go locked armor squad because I'm on the TFK side, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be okay. I hope it is. Actually, I might just sort of hold off for a little bit just to see what they're doing in terms of squads. No, fuck it. Fuck it, we're going to go with what I always do. Cheeky Armor Squad. Go TFK. Welcome in. Jimmy the Hands in chat as well. I hope everyone's doing all right. I hope everyone's day is just a little bit improved by the fact we get to watch some competitive Hell Let Loose today. There you go. One more H and we're up and going. I'm just going to swing around. Mr. Trot, can I just get you to have a look at what this GBI setup looks like at the start of the game? I'm having a look at what TFK is looking at. We would expect to see all these nodes going down well because we have seen these well-drilled competitive sides really nail the start of this match, get all these nodes down nice and early. That does look like they've got enough supplies down. They fucking got it perfectly. From there, you'd like to see them get a little bit of defense on the artillery, but they do have a very good spot over here and don't need as much defense as some of the other spots on some of the other matches in Hell Let Loose. Trot, I'm going to switch over to you and see what this GBI setup looks like. Let's go.
The nodes are already up before I could even get to the camera over there. It doesn't look like they're doing any or doing much artillery defense, maybe a couple of barricades here and there, but it is a tough one to snipe. I'm not expecting any rocket snipes in this game, but
you know what? If there are any rocket snipes, I expect you to be all over it, my friend. But just potentially, that's little recon versus artillery that happens from time to time in these matches. That little backwards and forwards. Whilst we're waiting for the match warm-up, which has about 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go, we're going to switch over to my map. We're going to have a look at what points... Oh, my God. Have a look at that for a map roll, SEO. The points that we're going to be fighting over today are all up the north.
Fine.
All
I was hoping
up
for
the
North
north.
Pass. I didn't expect that.
I know, that's insane. So, from the TFK side, on the left of your screen at the moment, across to the GBI side, on the right, we're going to be fighting over Mausback Approach, Wereback Overlook, North Pass is going to be the middle point that we're going to be fighting over, Hill 15 on the defensive side for GBI, and Grosshauer Approach on the far right of the map. But the most important point at this time is going to be North Pass, and that's what we're going to... That's what we're going to be fighting over. SEO, can I get you to have a look at who's going to be the commander for this GBI side today?
We've got Cactus today. It's his first. I'm pretty sure it's his first comp game or sort of competitive game as a commander.
Yep.
I think they're trying out a few new things on the GBI side, which is going to be interesting to see.
I have
but
heard
he's a great player, so...
Yeah, I have heard that GBI is looking to just try out a few different things. Match has just started. We're going to follow this troop transport in. It does look a little on the light side. There's only 4 lads in there and nobody on top. Obviously, putting the Rocketeer on top, or a sniper, or a rifleman, or just a machine gunner potentially, is one of those things we see a lot in this competitive scene. But nothing on that truck for the moment. We're going to fly over and have a look at over the middle and see both of these sides moving into North Pass. What's this approach looking like for GBI, my friend?
It looks like they're all just going straight for the point. There's no one flanking. There's no recon squads out for a wide flank or anything, which should be pretty easy on the points like we have.
Yep. Have a look at all those marks. That is every attack mark in the history of Hell Let Loose that is put down on the map to the start. God damn.
Does look like the GBI have got a transport truck stuck.
No.
Full transport truck stuck, so that's a bit of a letdown, but...
Oh, no. That's going to be a long slog on foot for them getting in there. I'm just watching one of the GBI transport trucks come in right now. It looks like it only had the 2 passengers on there and the driver. But Grink's got nice and deep onto the point. Well done to that lad. TFK taking their time getting in. We're seeing them. TFK, the Blueberries onto the right. Cash Cow Clink. There's a name you'll like to see around the place. And Dr. 280, they're nice and deep on the point. GBI have got obviously have the nice and easy push into the point for this one. They're starting to cap nice and early. They're about a third of the way through, so good luck to those lads. Welcome anybody that's joining the stream. I should click onto my camera if I'm going to explain what we're going to do, but have a look at that wave from GBI. They're going to control this point nice and early. It's going to be incumbent on TFK to try and push them out. Don't mind me while I mess up my cameras near constantly on this map. But during this match, it happens to me all the time, but I will try and get it right, and only because you guys are watching. GBI pushing in. They are nice and deep over this middle point, SEO Trite. You've got to be happy with the way the lads have got numbers into the point early, mate.
Yeah, they're forming a line, which is what we've been training the guys to do, and it's working well so far.
Yeah, it's something that I'm not sure where it started, but it's something that's absolutely huge in the current Hell Let Loose meta, is pushing out and forming that line. It is good, and have a look at that. Have a look at those red berries that are spreading out. I'm going to call it early. This is going to be an early GBI cap at this point. TFK have got all the work to do as we see artillery and rocket snipe start to do some work. There are a few TFK lads. Bring the something, Shadowy and Hella Madman. They're pushing up on this GBI left flank. They're the blueberries you can see there, but good GBI presence up to the east of them is going to start trying to push them out. GBI early cap. This is huge. TFK have a lot of work to do, and I'm sure SEO Trot, you've played a lot of this map, as everyone has if you've played any Hell Let Loose. North Pass can be one hell of a difficult place to be push an enemy out from that side of the map, can't it?
Yeah, especially on the US side.
Yeah.
I feel for TFK at the moment.
Yeah, they have a lot of work to do from here. What I did see though was they have pushed around to the south, and I think that's exactly what they needed to do, is really get around the side of this GBI battle line and around that area. GBI, very good Gary setup for defensive work onto Wereback Overlook now, which is good, and what we really wanted to see. They do have a more offensive Gary just down sort of the GBI side of the river to the south. Can you bring up the map and we'll just look at what GBI's spawn points are looking like, SEO?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Zoom
So
in a
they've
little
got
bit.
they've got one in G3 and G4.
Yep.
Just down the corner, and they've got one on the point at North Pass. Does look like they're pushing to get one up in the top corner of E3.
Yep.
That's
so they're
sort of
just
about it for now, yeah.
just sort of starting to set stuff up. Obviously, with that easier push onto the point, they'll be well aware that they'll have had the easier run moving into North Pass. So potentially don't think they need to be as defensive as the other side. A few messages of support in chat there for you, Mr. Trot. Don't be nervous for this.
No.
He's been great. There's a reason we got him co-casting, and that's because he's a damn good human, and I reckon he's absolutely got this. But I'll tell you what, SEO, GBI moving, really starting to gain that ground out through the middle, pushing off very early from North Pass. This is going to be difficult from TFK. If they don't start dealing with this GBI push that we're looking at right now down map edge, they're going to be in a bit of trouble. Good spawn wave. This is going to be a good team fight between these two.
I am seeing a couple of TFK squad leaders coming on the flank here.
I'm going to move over to you and have a quick look at what you're looking at.
They're already in F5. They're sort of going through undetected. I can picture, so we've got 4 squad leads, just all on the flank, trying to get behind North Pass as best they can.
Yep.
I assume it's just to get LPs up, and then once they find a clearing, just spawn everyone in.
Yeah, we were talking about this before, and you were saying how good the GBI shooters are. We're seeing this massive push from these guys, taking out a good blob of those TFK reinforcements that were trying to push them out. GBI dominating the north of the map at the moment. TFK, they've really got to deal with this push because this map is not going well for them. We're just looking out towards what you were talking about before. There is a good TFK push that is going around the eastern side of North Path at the moment. GBI aren't dealing with it as well as I'd like to see them do. But that said, this is just good work from TFK. Have a look at those blueberries really starting to get around the side of that. Cactus, the commander from GBI that we were talking about before, has just gone down. So hopefully he gets back up and starts leading his troops again. Goddamn, welcome everybody else that's joining in chat. Pleasure to have you. I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you're all having a fucking good Saturday. Good luck to both of these teams. This is GBI versus TFK. We are on a 15-minute delay, so if you write stuff in chat, I won't see it for a while. SEO, can I get you to take a look and just hover your camera over that GBI push that's pushing out from North Pass? I'll deal with this TFK counter push to the east, and just let me know if anything happens, and we'll switch over to your cam.
Does look like they've got the TFK Gary marked.
Excellent.
And it's just coming down to gunfights.
Yep, TFK, a lot of work to do.
The GBI do love a good forest gunfight as well.
I know. My clan OC, one of the last times that we played this GBI side, it was in during the APAI, and was it the quarterfinals, I think it was? Which maps did we play on?
Ooh.
Was it indeed a forest map? Because
more than likely, yeah.
Yep, it's triggering.
If GBI got to choose it, I'm assuming it'll be a forest map. Maybe Hill 400. I think we played that way too much in that tournament.
Yep, it's triggering my PTSD right now to remember that one. But you guys played well, and I think you deservedly came away with the win. GBI, good pushes. I I can't see TFK defending this one for too much longer. This is a good bunch of pressure coming from this GBI side. And exactly as you were called it. Ooh, Soups No Rules. There's the man, the myth legend himself. Mr. Dusty's in support as well. Sweet's coming in through as well. Pedro, Cash Cow Clinks from GBI, Cometa, IK3. God, there are so many good shooters in this. So many of these lads we've all played in pub matches with. That's a terrifying lineup from this GBI side. We're just watching Bear. There's the man himself. The Flying Doge, I thought it was, but the Flying something. Spence Teddy. I thought it was. Spence Teddy taking him down. Bean is there as well. As you were saying, it's just coming down to gunfights. And the biggest problem is with this admin cam, have a look at that. We can just look at trees and the icons in behind it. TFK really starting to react to this GBI push now. The biggest
They've got
problem...
a 76 up here as well to help him out, the TFK, so... Hopefully this might push the GBI side back a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully it just sort of creates a little bit of space for them. It's something I do tend to say a lot during these match casts, my friend, is the ability of teams to implement combined arms well can make or break a match for them. So if that tank can push up with infantry support, we'll start seeing them start taking control of this area. But GBI have a lot of map control at the moment, and we're looking forward to seeing how TFK responds to this. But we'll have a look over this area right now. This is this TFK push that's going around the eastern side of North Pass. GBI do have a lot of shooters back. They are starting to deal with it, but TFK, the more that they can push here, the Cactus, the commander's going to get his hands dirty. He is around the back, but nope, he's going to disengage and just sort of push off, see whether he can see. He's going to be a shooter at the moment. He does think that there are TFK from this side. Prawn Hub, the man, the myth legend himself, who is in behind. Cactus is going to go down. I didn't see who shot him, but that is the commander going down as well. I'll tell you what, first time commander, he's up against the wall, my friend. As we see...
Yep. He's launched the first airhead of the game.
Oh, where is it?
The top left of C4, so right at the back of Overlook.
Oh my! It doesn't look like TFK are responding to this either. Have they seen it?
I don't think. Oh, Wayno, I think is on his way. I don't know if he's got time, but.
Oh, that could be interesting. I'm going to switch back to our main camera and have a look at this airhead. Swing out and just make sure we're not missing the rest of the match. But looks like Cooked. The MG is on his way to start dealing with this, but he is a long way off that. I don't know whether he's going to have time.
I think they might get one spawn off.
They might, actually. This could be huge. That was a ballsy airhead to break this game wide open nice and early. Holy crap.
Does look like they're all coming for it, though.
Cooked is trying to get back. I think you're right. I think they might have got time to get spawn off. Turn around. You're running straight past it. There we go. He's pointing the right direction now. Spawn wave got off. Small one. Cactus is going to go down. Rave V is going to be able to take that. Or Wayno's going to take him out. If Wayno can get in there just before this next spawn wave, I think it's going to be okay. This airhead, well dealt with by TFK. I was a little bit worried. Potentially if... nope, he's just going to grenade it and run off. There you go. Obviously, just a little bit worried. Just a little bit worried that there was going to be a spawn wave coming. He's done the safe thing. TFK Wayno, well done dealing with that airhead. We'll get back to the rest of the match and see how this is going. This GBI battle line has pushed up and continued to push up on this TFK defense. TFK not doing as well as you'd expect to try and push them out, but I think that's just more importantly showing how good these GBI shooters are to SEO. I think it's exactly what you were saying prior to this match. We're seeing a infantry, which is these GBI lads, pushing onto this TFK armor. There you go. I'm just going to have a look at who's crewing that 76. It's going to be Skittle, Centigram, and Ready Fishy. Going to be crewing that 76, and I think that's exactly what you were saying. Was that is why TFK are holding off this left side at the moment, is they've managed to get armor up and support. Bear going down to Spence Teddy then. God damn it, let's go.
It's a slow push through the forest. It's
is
not one you can just run straight through.
It is a massive slog, isn't it? What sort of player are you in these forest matches, SEO? Are you somebody who likes to really push an advantage, or are you a bit of a bush Wookie who likes to sit and wait for the enemy to come to him?
I've never been sitting in the bush.
Not
the
a
whole
bush
game.
Wookie.
I'm very much a tactical player. Yeah.
Okay.
Very much a. If I see enemy, I'll maybe run a little bit down the way and try and get around them instead of facing a gunfight, so I can get a nice OP up or something.
Yeah, I completely agree. And
Shooting straight isn't. I'm not very good at shooting games. So.
That's fine. Anybody that's ever watched the Trauma Stew live stream before knows I either drink too many shoeies and can't shoot for shit. So you're in good company, Mr. SEO.
That's my excuse as well.
I may have missed where these spawns came from before, but we got Dusty IK3 and Blue V for GBI that have got nice and deep in behind. Can I have a look at, can you just see what sort of spawn points they're working off from behind this overlook point for me? Because that looks like too many to be just a couple of recons and one squad.
They do have a GBI. I've got a Gary up behind overlook, and it's not locked out, surprisingly.
Wowee. I think
just one Gary and an OP, and that's it so far, but I assume they're going to make the most of this.
100%. TFK are going to need to deal with it. It looks like they have marked up a garrison out back. Chowie, the man, the myth, legend himself. We love him around here. Chowie going down to Black Duster then. But Black Duster, I'm assuming I'm getting that name right. I hated how it cuts it off. If somebody can talk to the devs and convince them not to, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. But looks like they are aware of that garrison. They are going to keep trying to get back and deal with it. But right now, GBI, very, very strong position now. Wowee, who was that? Juicebox just got yeeted into the air. We just saw him falling out. I didn't see how he ended up there, but that was huge. Soups No Rules is pushing up nice and deep now. Hell Destroyer going down. TFK General's in behind as well, as Mr. Valdi is going to try and play a little bit of defense up on this sort of radio station. They're going to try and push back and deal with this GBI push that's coming in behind. At the moment, it is looking like a very messy map at the moment, SEO. GBI really starting to confuse things.
Yeah, they're in places. We found little gaps in the TFK defense, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's really the strength of this line idea, that this line meta that's being played currently, is it gives them that opportunity to really probe on a number of different fronts at once. And I think GBI working it really, really well at the moment. Ooh.
And saying that, I've seen TFK, they're doing the same thing. They're pushing slowly but surely towards North Pass.
Yeah, my biggest concern with this TFK push, and we're going to swing out there and have a look at it at the moment, just up until we see the next point getting capped. They are pushing through this forest. It does look like GBI have moved a few lads off. GBI Bear and Gusket going to do a bit of defense there. Bean and Wayno are pushing up with Spence, Teddy, and Drop Bear in support. They are starting to push there, but once they move up to this sort of area here, there is a lot of open field for them to get through. There is the opportunity for those GBI defensive squads to move back. Have a look at that tree line that really does stop before you get onto the point. So even if they do manage to push GBI out of this forest area in there, sort of towards the top and middle of your screen at the moment if you're watching from home, they do have a lot of work to do. And GBI, I think they're pushing really, really well onto the point now. That's going to buy a lot of time. The middle point is now contested. That's a little bit of cap pressure from TFK that's doing that. Prawn moving up through the middle. That push that we saw through that forest is forest from the eastern side of the map is starting to come to fruition now. We're seeing monsters bring the something and Cersei move up just to start to put that pressure on. That'll mean that GBI are going to be forced to take some of those attack squads off. If they land cruising is one of the last lads for GBI that's left in defense. It looks like he's just trying to get in cover and figure out where this assault's coming from. He is a squad lead. He's just moving. He is in the open. So I'll tell you what, if TFK can spot that lad from that hill, if they can take him out, that'll put a massive dent in this GBI defense of North Pass. But holy shit, let's go. Still anybody's map, SEO.
Yeah, definitely got a good game on our hands straight away.
Absolutely. GBI looks like they've got a bit of a counter push trying to deal with this TFK push through the north. It's just, as you were saying before, it's backwards and forwards, it's gunfights. TFK either have to commit more troops to do it and push them out, or decide that they're going to move around them. Because right now, butting up against these excellent GBI shooters is not helping them. TFK sitting nice and deep on the point. They do have a couple of lines of advance from GBI that they need to deal with. And goddamn, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what we wanted to see from this match. SEO, are you enjoying this so far, my friend?
It's a good game, yeah. It's going to be close, as I said.
Don't mind me while I have a quick sneaky drink whilst you're talking.
It does look like GBI have got two little tanks on the point here. Oh, now a third. third tank on North Pass.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're playing.
See what they mean about needing all the tank squads they can get.
Yeah, they're obviously playing very defensive with their armor, but that's okay, and we don't mind seeing that. They're pretty confident in their shooters' ability to take Wereback Overlook. And it's something I've been wondering whether we're going to start seeing a lot more in competitive play, in competitive Hell Let Loose, is just having more tank squads, and you can sit and have a one-man tank on that middle point. How many people are in some of those? How many players are in some of those tanks that are sitting on that point?
The two Lux are just solo tankers.
Yep.
It's very interesting. It's working out, I feel.
It's something that
two Lux on the point with a repair station.
Yep.
It's I've never seen that before, but
it's something I wondered whether some teams would start to adopt in some of these competitive matches. Is you can sit a one person in a tank that's got a little bit of cover and have that cover essentially be an AT gun. It can sit there and be just a stationary turret. Also, what that does is if you put some of your tanks into offense, it means that some of the tankers that are sitting on those defensive points, they can go back and have a tank that's nice and close to the action. So those actual tank squads that are three-man tank squads can get back into the action quicker. So that's something I've been mulling over, and I'm wondering whether that's sort of the GBI approach to this. They did start to contest this overlook point for a little bit there. But it looks like the TFK defenders have managed to push them off a little bit. Still committing quite a lot of TFK lads to this push up the north, which is what we're looking at the moment. Rockets going out. Big rocket there from Spence Teddy, taking out one of the lads. GBI Bear manages to avoid it, though. Gusket's going to be sitting there. Bear's going to take down Drop Bear. Fuji's dad, Tozzy, the man, the myth, legend himself, and Gusket are going to push up. Rockets going in. Still anybody's match, but this GBI line, have a look at that, SEO. Have a look at that GBI line. It's exactly what you were talking about and exactly what we wanted to see from them. They are putting an immense amount of pressure on this overlook defensive point for TFK at the moment. Very well done. Is this something that you've been training lately, my friend?
It is something that we've been trying to make the most out of.
Yep.
I'm not going to name which clan we stole it from.
That's all right. I think it's
it was one we lost against, and we were like, we should do that. And obviously, it seems to be working.
It's been huge in the current international Hell Let Loose meta. It's
hard to defend against.
It absolutely is. It does require you can't just drop into a pub match and do these tactics. It does require your squad leads to know what they're doing, to have some awareness of their surroundings, and be aware where the rest of their squads are, and have good communication between them. Essentially, what it means is smaller squads, more squad leaders, and the ability for them to tell the squads on the left and the right of them the information they need to know. But GBI, very good push here. It's a scrambling defense from TFK. This is looking very strong from GBI. That's our area we keep talking about up in this North Forest. Looks like GBI are starting to get the better of the TFK. It looks like you'd expect them to start moving north from here. That said, they could be confident on their lads that are pushing on the point itself, and they could be just pushing on to the next point because GBI is starting to cap still. They're about almost coming up on a quarter of the way capped. If this north push that we're looking at, which is the red berries towards the top, can keep pushing towards approach, which is the next cap point in this TFK defense, this could be a very quick match.
It does seem like that's the plan right now. They do have supplies up there in C3. They're just sort of pushing away through the forest up the edge of the map, and if they can get a Gary up there and cap Overlook, it's going to be very hard to defend against, that's for sure.
Tell you what, they're about half capped, and GBI are looking very strong on Wereback Overlook at the moment. They have 3 on the point itself. Tozzy's going to move up and start dealing with these TFK lads that are trying to get back. Mr. Veldy playing as a medic, and as soon as, literally the second I say his name, the commentator's curse kicks in and he gets brutally murdered by that artillery. Juicebox is going to be the squad lead that's going to try and move up and defend. He's going to run into Tozzy, though. Tozzy's going to be able to deal with him. Good shooting from that. GBI is going to take this point, SEO. I don't think there's anything TFK can do to stop them from taking this. And
I don't think so.
Look, it's pretty incumbent right now on TFK to get back, try and reform, and figure out how in God's name they're going to take back Wereback. Because
They've definitely put a stop to the push on the edge of the map, that's for sure. It does look like they've got a Gary there, and yeah, they're stopping the push that they had to double cap and win the game.
Yep, just as you called it, there is a garrison that is right up on the map edge there in the B column. They're dropping supplies behind to try and get one back in the A column, I'm assuming. But there you go. We're back over. Look, taken by GBI. Well done, lads. It's 4-1 going GBI's way this time over TFK. God damn it. Let's go. Whew. Holy crap, ladies and gentlemen. We have seen some great plays so far, but at the moment, this has been fair domination by GBI. They are a very, very strong clan. All credit to TFK. They are trying to defend. They have been pushed onto the back foot very early, but GBI, have a look at this. They're reforming this line. They are starting to move up and starting to deal with this TFK side. And there is not much TFK in the way of defense along this left side of this southern side of this GBI advance. There was a tank in there. Let's get it back there and have a look. That's the Skittle Centigram and Ready Fishy 76 that we're looking at now, but it doesn't have much infantry and support. So I'm wondering whether GBI can spot that out. As I say that, obviously the spawn wave comes in just to prove me wrong off that garrison that we're looking at towards the middle of your screen. God damn it, ladies and gentlemen, we still have a match on our hands, but TFK have a lot of work to do to try and deal with this. We're coming up to half an hour gone in the match. GBI looking dominant, 4-1 over TFK at the moment. I have a habit of getting team names wrong, so I'm sure chat will correct me in 15 minutes' time if I do that, but that's fine. That's a very good point. If you are new to this game and you're wondering what the fuck we're talking about when we talk about Garys, when we talk about OPs, when we talk about armor, combined arms, please ask questions. Some of the people that hang around this chat are some of the most knowledgeable people you will ever meet in the Hell Let Loose community. Say hi. They're all pretty friendly humans. Enjoy, because they're there to keep me honest when I start misidentifying tanks. Have a look at that. GBI starting to consolidate around the point. Big small wave, little small wave from TFK coming in there. They're going to try and put some pressure on this point. Dr. 280 is going to take down Nemo there. Mr. Veldy, bombing run going in. I'm assuming that's the TFK bombing run. It is the TFK bombing run. Just trying to clean up.
Gary as well.
Excellent. Exactly what you want to see out of the bombing run. Well done from the commander, who is Tezza from TFK. Hopefully after the match we see them drop by and we might get to have a bit of a chat with them. But welcome anybody else that's joining the stream. God damn, it's a pleasure to have you. I hope you're doing very, very well. I hope anybody that's found their way to this stream is just having one hell of a Saturday night, or Monday, or Sunday, or Friday, or whatever the fuck it is, whatever the fuck time zone you're in. I hope you're enjoying yourself. God damn. Let's go. Apparently it's the first time commanding from Tezza as well. Congratulations. I think you're doing a bang-up job, Tez. It's always going to be hard, though, isn't it, SEO? I know. Have you played Commander much at all? Because...
in comp games?
In comp games or in pub games?
I've played one comp game as a commander, and it aged me terribly.
Literally took years away from your life. I can completely understand that. And there's a reason I haven't.
I believe it was, I'm sure it was against 3 para, and we lost in the last 5-6 seconds. As 3 para tend to do, they tend to win the games in the last few seconds.
The 3 para special. Some of the APAI games from them were literally the closest things I've ever seen. I casted a match of them versus BR1. And it came down to, we could only see a little bit of blue. It came down to the last seconds. And I called it. I said, that is going to be the closest match of Hell Let Loose you will ever see. The next week, they proved me wrong whilst they were playing TFK, where it literally came down to a server tick. Some people swore black and blue. I
didn't even know who won that game until the black screen came up.
I know, right? That fight over Hospice will go down in Hell Let Loose legend. It was like nothing else I've ever seen, and that was casted by Noppers and Blue, I think. Two very good humans. Oh, I know. The man that usually commands them is a guy called Airborne Kiwi, good friend of the stream and a very good lad. Just manages to pull those things out every week to week. Goddamn. GBI, look at that sector control. They are absolutely crushing it, mate. You've got to be pretty happy with the boys, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not being biased.
We don't mind being biased around here. If you start to be overconfident and talk too much shit, I'll pull you back into line. But right now, you've been very, very good. and very good commentary from you. We have seen
Still
you...
anyone's game.
Oh, it absolutely is. TFK, they do have the ability to... all it takes is that one airhead. All it takes is them to get up onto that flank and start to push back GBI. And that's the thing with this game, isn't it? Once you start to lose things, all your battle plans go to shit. It's the old quote that no battle plan survives contact with the enemy. And Hell Let Loose is no different. But GBI, have a look at that. They are pushing up very well on this point. We could see this could be game in the next sort of 10 minutes. TFK don't have very much on defense. They are pushing up towards that northern side of the map, but I think they're being outgunned by GBI. GBI continue to gain ground. TFK Wayno is nice and deep there. Oh, I think you should have stuck behind that tree, mate. Chill. Turn around. Let's have a look, buddy. Oh, no. I feel like he was in a very good position to start dealing with that. As I said it, as I call out his name, of course he dies. Drop Bear's going to be defense there. Just chucking out grenades. He's going to, he's the assault player. Spence Teddy's going to take some shots. Doesn't look like he hit anybody that time. Gusket and Bear are going to move up. Oh, grenade taking out that lad there. Drop Bear's going to be there. But I'll tell you what, GBI winning gunfights left, right, and center, SEO. TFK have a lot of work to do. They did have this little bit of a push down the southern side. That's going to be General Mr. Veldy and Cersei. They do have that 76 in support, but it looks like it's going to retreat now. Sweet's going down to General there. Good shooting from that lad. GBI, they are dominant over this match. Currently winning 4-1. TFK getting pushed back across the map. I think this is... If this battle line tactic is new to this GBI side, they are playing it very, very well, my friend. And I expect you to go back to the lads and tell them exactly what I said, my friend.
I will do that.
They're playing one hell of a match at the moment. We just saw the message flash up. GBI starting to cap this last sector. TFK just don't have very much defense. I'm just going to have a quick look at what sort of garrisons they're looking at. You'd expect the emergency call to go back and get lots of spawns back on this garrison. They do have one slightly further forward on their right flank, and a more offensive Gary over there. They do have an offensive Gary on Wereback Overlook, but that is still a massive slog to get from that side. And they don't have time on their hands. They're going to need to get back and defend because it's going to be tricky for them. And have a look at that. That is a GBI tank. That is a GBI... Is that a tiger? Holy crap, SEO. Are we looking at a tiger there? Who spawned in a tiger? We just don't see them. We just don't see them. I love a good tiger, and I miss them. But that's crewed by Aviator Ready and Meat Patty. They're starting to deal with this... They're starting to deal with this TFK defense, and they're sitting nice and deep. GBI Bear and Pice. Pice. There's a tank battle. That's 76 is going to get the first shot on the tank, on the Tiger there. Tiger's going to miss that one. It's going to ricochet off. That 76 from TFK is going to have to push up. The Tiger's beating a hasty retreat. That's going to be Gamer BT, T-Max, and Pan. And we're just going to watch this tank battle. We are seeing the next point being contested. That's going to be a miss. That's going to cost that Tiger. As we see that 76 take another shot. That Tiger is not supposed to be on fire that much. It's going to try and do some work. Oh! 76 is going to get the better of that engagement. Well done to Gamer BT, T-Max, and Pan. They are going to take that Tiger.
They do have a replacement Tiger coming up as well. I do remember there was talk of a gentleman's agreement to not have the Panther in this game.
Oh, was there now?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice of...
Could be wrong.
That's pretty nice of GBI to agree to that, because obviously if you're playing as Axis, part of the appeal is having those Panthers in the match. They're very fast, they reload quicker than the Tiger, and they've got a big fucking gun. So if that's been taken out of the match, I think that's very good and very sportsmanlike from GBI to do. But TFK, they are digging the nails in and holding this one. Let's just have a look at what this assault on the next point is going to look like, because it looks like there is a mix of red berries and blueberries all across this northern edge of the match. Cactus, the GBI commanders, just sort of hold up there. I wonder whether he's going to take out Dan, or Dan's going to be able to spot that. There's the replacement Tiger we can just see towards the top and or middle of your map that we can see, that our friend and co-caster SEO was just talking about. Dan's sort of chilling there. Cactus is pretty happy just to sit in this part. As I say that, of course he proves me wrong by moving out. Kektis, the GBI commander, is going to walk straight past. He's aware of the threat coming from this side. Wayno and Spence Teddy. Oh, somebody's going to take him out. I didn't see who that was, but well done for TFK. Bad luck to Kektis. You can't win them all. Lyle, I tell you what. That's another one. That is a friend of the Scrim, Lycaon, that's going to be crewing that one. With Conjay and Richie. Bring the something. Drop Bear's going to move up. He's an assault running behind a tank. You can guarantee he's got the explosive lunchbox with him. One rocket going
Teddy
in.
with the rocket.
Teddy, very good rocket. Very good hit into the back of that. Hopefully he holds off the rocket because Drop Bear is going to want to get this satchel on. He's not going to do it because Lycaon, the man, the myth, legend, one of the lads we love seeing around the stream, is going to be able to get out and deal with him. Cersei, the AT, is going to be... he's not going to know that Lycaon's off there. Lycaon going down. Cersei, he's got the rocket. Is he going to do the suicide rocket or is he going to move off? He's going to do the Leroy Jenkins. Suicide rocket. So just the one for him. Teddy's going to move up.
Still alive somehow.
I know. Look at this guy. They're dealing with this Tiger. Tiger, I don't know whether you know this, SEO. Tanks are not supposed to have that much fire coming from the inside of them.
So. Not
They're
even
not
the
supposed
Tiger.
to. No, exactly. It's not some weird German heating system. That is actually far too much there. Land cruising is going to be able to deal with Drop Air there. Well done to that lad. That Tiger is going to keep pushing forward, and I think that's exactly what he needed to do from there, SEO. That Tiger is identified that he's got far too many enemies behind him. He's just going to move forward because that's the only place he can run to. And well done. I think he's going to get that Tiger out of there. One shot going in there. I didn't see who shot that. It looked like a tank. It looked like a 76 that managed to get that shot off onto him.
TFK got two 76s at the back of the point there. In front of approach, sorry.
I think that was very well done to thread that shot through the trees there. Can we have a look at what GBI are working off in terms of garrisons? Can we have pull up your map and let's just have a quick squiz. Circle it with your mouse so the viewers at home can see, my friend.
Yeah, so they've got a one Gary on the point at way back.
Yep.
And just Gary in C4 and C5. I don't think they could get the Gary up in C3. I think it was a bit too much hard work from the TFK defense.
Yeah, and I know I said we were going to see this map finish in 10 minutes, but look, all credit to TFK. They are digging their nails in. They're not going to let this game go without a fight, and all credit
They're
to them.
definitely not giving up, I'll give them that.
Yeah, 100%. I totally just put it on the wrong screen. You guys didn't need to look at what I was doing, but you did anyway. That's fine. Rocket going in. I didn't see what that hit. That rocket hit the Tiger. It would have hit the front, but Cometer's going to be doing some repair work. Defective TV is just going to be sitting in the turret, seeing whether or not it can pick out any of those infantry. They're going to get that... that was a Luke, sorry. I completely got that tank identification wrong, but it didn't matter because it's in flames, and it is now a burnt-out husk of a tank, and it's going to be out of play.
I don't think a Lux really stands up to 276 tanks, so...
No, and look, I'm not much of a tanker myself, but it's probably not what I would have brought to that fight, but that's fine. Shark thing going down then, the anti-tank, but he's done his job. He's taken out the tank. Well done to him. Gravy and Gutter Drab something. I don't know. Names are hard in this game. I goddamn swear. Still anybody's match. TFK making the most of this push they were having from this northern edge of the map, but GBI, they have got back to try and defend it. I'll tell you what, though. Shadow V and TFK down moving in. I don't know whether Rocket was the right thing to do there. Letting him know exactly where you were coming from. Probably not what I would have gone with. Tank putting a bit of work in, but he does manage to miss that. AT player. Dan, if you can get your OP down there, my friend, get an OP. They can have an actually good point push on this GBI defensive side, which is TFK Dan is the only one on the point. How's the garrison situation looking like for GBI on the point at the moment?
It's not looking good.
Do they still have a garrison up?
They've got two Garys down in C4 and C5 and D5.
Do they have any garrisons on Webback Overlord?
They've got no Garys on Webback at all.
It's not going to matter because TFK Dan did just go down. Unlucky. Of course, if I call his name out in the cast, he will go down. That is the commentator's curse. God damn it. Let's go.
Does look like TFK have got the upper hand, though.
They do. They're about halfway capped on this. GBI, I wonder what they do. Do they put more people on defense? Because have a look at this. Have a look at this push. I did miss this one, but this TFK push, they're starting to gain ground. Soups No Rules is in behind. He's just a rifleman. Let's see whether he's able to take out Chowie. He is running up, and we will see them if he gets his gun up. Gets one shot, 2 shots is going to do it. Soups No Rules taking out Mr. Valdi. No good. Chowie was in the distance. He's gone down as well. But Soups No Rules taking some fire from General there. He's going to take some cover. General does know where he is. Soups No Rules won't know exactly where that fire was coming from. Hell Destroyer's moving up as well. Soups in behind them. Doing a very good job. Taking out another one. Well done, lad. Before succumbing to the fire from General. I feel like he did his job there. He made TFK think about it, but have a look at this. TFK putting enough pressure on this, on Wereback Overlook to deal with that. Is that 76? Yep. That's going to be the bulk of this assault on this. Is going to be the infantry moving up in support of this 76, and TFK going to take it back. We're back to 3-2, ladies and gentlemen. I called that a little bit early, but there it goes. The point flip. Yeah. Goddamn.
276.
Holy crap. And that is something that will terrify everybody. 276 is moving up on point. We do have Dr. 280 who goes down as soon as I said it. Well,
I don't think he got the satchel off either.
Whoa, no good. Let's have a look. You will be able to... They are searching for the satchel to make sure it's not there. If you get in nice and close to that...
Wello with the kill.
Wello jumps out of cover just in time to see Pan going down. Gamer BT, he's only got the pistol. Wello's just moved. Gamer BT, you know there's somebody around you. He gets back into these...
I was about to say, I got the fucking flat tank.
Yeah, you've got a big locked metal box. I feel like that's the safest place for him to be. Grenades going off are going to be ineffective. That 76 is going to back off a little bit and just fire in front of him, seeing whether he can pick up the splash kill. We know if he's ineffective, but he won't know that at all. Holy crap. Welcome if you're joining this one. If you just started watching this match cast, welcome. We're seeing one banger of a match between GBI and TFK. Wereback Overlook is going to start to be contested. And that's mainly because GBI have not given it up. They've got lots of lads back and are going to start pushing into the point. TFK need to get back in to consolidate. They've got a lot of work to do. Supplies going down there for TFK. That's going to be them trying to get up a garrison. They do still have the 76 hanging around on point. Mr. Valdi's going to try and get in there, but well done to Wello. This TFK side is well aware. Yeah, this TFK side is well aware that he's in and around there. Jesus, he's not in there. That was ineffective, Mr. Valdi. He's not in that little hut. Where's Wello? They're playing a very intense game of where's Wello at the moment. He's still alive. I feel like we should start taking bets on start taking a book on how long Wello's going to stay up on this point. Because I feel like I need to stop. But there he is. He's just sort of cruising.
It's 1v3. Plus 276 tanks.
Oh, he's going to get out the window. That's an interesting move. Whoa. There he goes. He manages to take down Juicebox and the other Mr. Valdi. He is going to die, however, to friend of the stream, Mr. Valdi. Goddamn, well done. He had to die eventually, but well done to him, because that was a lot of work he just put in there, and a lot of work TFK had to do to try and root him out. But TFK, I'll tell you what, they're still trying to get in there and consolidate this point, and not having much luck. Cooked is going to be the machine gunner, who's going to die to Magic Mutant, I think his name is. Magic Mutation? Who knows what the fuck that guy's name is. Icon going down before I can call his name out, but that's fine. I'm still going to count that as a kill for me. TFK still trying to push up. Mr. Valdi is just going to keep trying to cruise there. Tezza the commander, just trying to get herself in there, try and deal with this this GBI presence on the point. Still anybody's match. Let's go and have a look at what this TFK push is looking like. Tozzy the sniper is in behind Mr. SEO Trot. He's going to take down, they're going to take down Processed something, and Teddy's going to go down as well. I didn't see who got that. It didn't look like it was Tozzy. Tozzy's going to finally get brutally murdered by Davism. Well done. That was a very good shot against the sniper from that AT from Davism. Didn't even bring out the noob tube for it. SEO. Didn't even bring out the noob tube at all, my friend. Hot Dog is going to be the spotter there. Geez, you don't see that very often. Hot Dog, the recon for TFK, seems to be forming part of the bulk of their battle line. Flare going off there. Flare going off there. I don't know whether you know this, but the green flares are for the Allies, and the red flares are for the Nazis. There you go. You learn something new every day. I learnt that about 15 minutes before the start of this match, and I feel like I needed to put that knowledge to use. The opposite is true for tracers. The Axis forces have green traces.
I did not know that.
I know, neither did
I've
I.
played this game for too long, and
Genuine shout out
still learn
to
something new every day.
yeah, genuine shout out to Tattoo from my clan OC for dropping that little bit of knowledge on us about 15 minutes before the start of this match. So I appreciate him. I'll tell you what, it's exactly what you're saying. We're seeing some good fights from these TFK 76ers. These TFK armor squads are doing very, very well. Swinney, I was going to go call out this fight, but he's going to die before we can get down there. Let's have a look at this. TFK, they've got back into the point, playing very, very well. They are defending deep. We're seeing this big blob of blueberries towards the middle of the point, on the strong point itself. But the problem is, and it's exactly what we keep pointing out, have a look at that GBI battle line. That is separate squad leads moving up. Oh, it's not. They're all just squaddies. Never mind! That is a good GBI battle line, and it's putting pressure back onto Wereback Overlook and making TFK look out basically at every angle. Chowie's doing exactly what he needed to do here, pushing out and trying to gain ground. Bear is in behind. Let's have a look at what he's looking at now. He's not looking towards the point. He's just pretty happy to push out. He won't know this, but there isn't really that much for him to see over there. But that said, the more ground he can gain around there, the more trouble they'll have. That's the TFK tank. Another 76 taking down the Flying Doge. Gusket is over there in support. Have a look at that. Two 76s just sort of giving each other cover. Not much in the way of infantry support, but they didn't need it. They proved they've got exactly what it takes. Commodore. I wonder whether he's got the AT loadout with the satchel. He's got the satchel
he's got a couple of mines out. Yeah.
There you go. Just sort of starting to mine the road. Well done. 2 AT mines in a row. I don't know whether that's exactly what you're supposed to do. I actually don't know how many. Chat will correct me and absolutely drop knowledge on me in a little bit. But rocket going in. That was a rocket from the Flying Doge. Taking down that 76 we were just pointing out. Commodore's going to move in. This 76, obviously he's just lost his Battle Bunny. Gamer BT, T-Max and Pan Pan are just going to retreat from this situation, move back and regroup. The gunner there is just trying to see, taking a rocket. I feel like that is a very good call from him getting out of this fight. He knows he's outmatched. He knows he doesn't have that infantry support that as a tanker you need around him. That shot's going to be ineffective. Commodore's just going to keep pushing off to the right. See whether he can get out. But let's get back and have a look at the point because I feel like we've spent way too much time looking at that tank battle. Whilst I'm looking at this, SEO, can I get you to go and have a look at the GBI artillery and just see whether or not they've got it still running and whether or not it's being affected by this TFK recon or side at all. As we fly over the point, we're seeing Mr. Nemo and Mr. Veldy sit nice and deep, but this is a good GBI push. There's 4 versus 3 on the point at the moment. Tozzy is the sniper. He's going to take down Hot Dog. Very good name. That is a sniper taking out his opposing recon player. Shark Thing, the engineer, is going to spawn a little further back and try and move forward. But little bit of work to do. The point is starting to be taken by GBI as soon as I said that. Of course it flips back the other way. Goddamn, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the live stream. We're on a 15-minute delay, so I don't get to look at what's happening in chat. I do have my moderators there, making sure everything's kosher, making sure you guys are behaving yourself as you always do in this. You know I love having you around. You know I love seeing your chat. I hope you're all having a genuinely awesome day. TFK, they've got back to defend. There are still a few GBI lads. It's just going to be gunfights. Pedro's going to do a bit of murder there. Fuji's dad's up and is the recon. He's going to sit up in the building and just see what he can see. Tozzy's sniper's going to be in behind. Juicebox is still there. Nemo is going to go down to, looks like Pedro or Fuji's dad's going to take him down. Juicebox won't know this, but here's the last lad left on point. He's got a little bit of work to do. He's going to get some shots on towards Pedro, but Fuji's dad's going to cover him. Well done to those lads. Tozzy the sniper's in support as well. GBI, very strong presence on point. Artillery's doing it. SEO, how's this GBI artillery looking? Are you over there?
They've got super bad bunnies on the artillery.
Yep.
It does look like they've got a recon squad trying to attack the GBI artillery, but they do have E-lives in the forest. Just trying to put a stop to that.
Excellent. That old backwards and forwards for artillery and recon squads. I genuinely love watching it. I love that little bit of a chess match that happens. It's like a completely different game. You can completely forget everything else that's happening in the match because it is just those two playing. We'll switch back to the main screen now and let's go have a look at the TFK artillery for me. And let me know when you're over there, because we're going to hover over Wereback Overlook and just see whether or not TFK is going to be able to dislodge Fuji's dad. Rockets going in are going to be ineffective. Shark Thing or Juice Box is going to be able to take down Fuji's dad, so that's going to be the end of this massive GBI push. Artillery is going to do a lot of work there. More rockets going in. Whew. TFK, very good defense. We're liking what we're seeing here. Holy crap. Jimmy the Hand completely agrees with us and says he misses the tiger. So I hope you enjoy this, because apparently, as we were talking about before, there is a gentleman's agreement that they will not use the panther in this game. So we'll see more tigers, which is exciting. I know I'm excited. We've seen a lot of locks as well. They should bring it back, or just find some way to make it more effective and more important in the current meta. Whilst you're looking at artillery, I'm just going to have a quick look at North Pass and see whether or not... we'll go over the point itself, just so we can see everything that's pushing on it. There is not much of a TFK assault on this. Have a look at that. That is a very good spread defense from GBI. Not many of them out there. But if you have a look at towards the left and towards the top of your screen, those red berries are providing coverage. Are you over the TFK artillery now, my friend?
I am. It looks like they've just got Nashorn on the artillery. Earlier in the game, they did have 2 artillery guns going, but it looks like they've just brought it down to 1.
Yep.
There's not one GBI member even close.
Yeah, but it looks like GBI
free reign of the artillery.
Pretty happy to let him have a free run on that one at the moment.
Always a welcome sight as someone that plays artillery quite a lot.
God damn it, let's go. Weathered Gumby's in chat. God damn, there are a lot of names in chat that bring an actual smile to my face. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself, because I'm enjoying having you here. GBI, have a look at that battle line. I'll tell you what, SEO, this is something you would have trained for, right? They had a good push onto Wereback Overlook nice and early. They sort of consolidated on the point itself. When that attack was unsuccessful, they have reset just behind and started to push up in that battle line again. Have a look at that line of red berries we're looking at the middle of the screen at the moment. That is absolutely exactly what you wanted to see. TFK forced to spawn nice and deep. Artillery doing a bit of work there. Well done to the GBI artillery that we were looking at before. They are doing some work. A lot of red berries dying towards the north of the map there. So TFK starting to gain some ground out this north side. They'll start pushing. If they know what's good for them, they'll start pushing. What sort of GBI garrisons are we looking at? Actually, you know what? I should look at the TFK garrisons before we go there.
Do they have one on Wereback Overlook? The TFK? I know they've got the half track there.
Yep, they've got the half track on the strong point itself. Just behind that is the garrison on Wereback Overlook, Wereback Approach. They do have a couple of garries. Looks like their offensive garries and their offensive strategy is focusing on the northern map edge at the moment. On Wereback Overlook, they've got they do have pretty similar to Mouseback Approach. They do have the half track and the singular garry behind it. We're seeing some good offensive garries from them as well. Very, very well south, but we like to see that. That's a garrison that GBI won't think to go have a look at. So very well south,
and they do lazy.
You do get lazy.
Can only walk so far.
And you don't think about it either. We'll switch over to your screen if we have a look at your map, and we'll see what this GBI garrison and or OP setup is going to be looking like.
They have just dropped an airhead out the back.
Ooh.
Now you've got supplies back there as well. Whether they got a Gary up, we'll see.
We'll get you to go have a look at that that airhead, because I feel like that was a bit of a miss from us. God damn it.
Didn't even hear the plane.
No, and I do miss these things from time to time, because I spend too much time listening to you guys and not enough time listening to the game. But you win some, you lose some. We'll let you...
Like they've got 2 tanks on the airhead. It's a done deal.
So airhead's done?
Yeah, there's no chance.
No
276s versus an airhead. There's no way of living through that.
I've really liked that from TFK, and you called it early, mate. I think that was very well done from you. That this TFK armor would be absolutely decisive in their battle strategy. Those 76s, how many times have we got down and had a look at the GBI lads just struggling to deal with it? I think it's been very well. Hell Destroyer is going to have a look at Poopy Wen. Gets a couple of shots off, but is going to be ineffective. He's got Pedro on his flank. He's going to deal with him. Poopy Wen. Poopy Wiener, I'm assuming his name is. That's a fuck name, and that's an internet name if I've ever heard one. He owes Pedro a beer, because Pedro just saved his goddamn life then.
It does say in the TFK they've missed the GBI supplies out the back there, so maybe that might come back and bite them in the ass, but...
And like, the fact that airhead made it to the ground is a little bit worrying. It can be hard in these forest maps. When you look up and all you can see is trees, it can be a little more difficult. But
I do believe the airhead was in the same, if not a similar position as the last one as well, which is not the best thing to do.
So definitely following a little bit of a battle strategy there. This north side is still gunfights. Oh, don't mind me, whilst I die of the black lung. This northern side is still gunfights, but GBI look like they're starting to get the better of TFK. That said, as soon as I say that, like half of them start dying. That's fine. It seems to be a bit of a stalemate up here. Just two different squads moving in support of each other, moving up against each other, and spawning off garrisons. I'll tell you what, GBI did just start to cap there, and are starting to cap. This has been a very good push from them. That battle line is starting to come to fruition. TFK trying to get back. The middle point is contested as well. That'll give GBI a little bit of pause for concern. TFK, good spawn waves back, are going to start defending this. But North Pass is starting to be capped by this TFK side. Have a look at that. That is a good bunch of lads moving back. GBI probably going to have to get a spawn wave back to try and defend this. It looks like they have. It's Monsters, Cersei, and Dan are going to start pushing on there. Dan's got to manage to get himself down the hill, and look at that. He does have his OP down because Shadowy's starting to spawn in there. Bring the something spawning nice and far south on that garrison, I'm assuming. Nope, he just walked into the range of my ability to see names. That's fine. But TFK not giving up. They have a very good angle on this. All it requires is for them to get a garrison and or OPs down on the point, and we could see them start to take this. GBI, have a look at that. Well done. Kektis has spawned back. Sweet. Grink, Dusty the Reaper to Reaper and Wello spawned back to try and shore up this defense. I'm sure they've been taken off offense just for the moment. Currently, this match, as we come up towards half an hour left in the match, it's 3-2 to this GBI side. They've been fairly dominant, but TFK absolutely not giving up, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from them, SEO.
Still anyone's game.
Absolutely it is. Look, sometimes you see teams like this TFK side, sometimes you see them just sit back and be happy to defend. They know the pressure is on this we're back overlook point. They know that they're going to start struggling, but they're not. They've still got lads on offense, so all credit to them. That said, they might need to start spawning back. They might need to start dealing with this because this GBI push onto this point is looking dominant at the moment. There are only 4 TFK boys back. Pedro's pushing nice and close. Commodore, Poopy Wiener, Magic Mutant, Soups No Rules. We love him. We love him around here. He's a fucking good lad. Bear, Gusket, Flying Doge, and Pice are moving up that left flank for this GBI side. They're going to start capping this point unless TFK can start dealing with it. Holy shit. This has been a banger of a match so far, SEO.
Definitely.
If you were going to pick a man of the match or person of the match, I suppose it's 2023, isn't it? If you're going to pick a human of the match, would you have any standouts so far, my friend?
Yeah, I don't know yet. It's a lot of standouts so far.
Oh, it is. You've got all the time in the world to think about it. For me, I think the crews of those 76ers from TFK have been doing very well.
Yeah.
It's exactly. Look, you called it. You said they'd be absolutely dominant, and they have. It looks like Prawnhub is a AT. He's got his rocket out, so he is in a satchel. We're not going to see the lunchbox, but he's going to get a rocket on there. Obviously deciding to try and deal with this tank. It's a dicey time to be standing up. Kektis is going to support his Tiger there. But before he dies, Prawnhub's going to be able to get that second rocket on. Kektis obviously manages to deal with him. Well done, sir. Apparently it's his first time commanding today, so well done to him. Still getting down and dirty with the lads, but that Tiger is going to take a little bit of time to repair. Good luck. It's just going to be that little bit more time. I feel like that AT lad just did exactly what he needed to do. It looked like Hot Dog took down the commander then. Lil Kitty the sniper is going to keep pushing up. TFK not giving up. That's I'll tell you, the biggest problem I've got here, SEO. Have a look at that. GBI are starting to very much deal with this push. And not just deal with it, they're up on the flank of it. They've got to cross the line of advance for this TFK side, and this could mean the end of this push onto North Pass. It was admirable. We loved watching it. They did start to cap it, but I think it's going to be ineffective. Let's get back over Wereback approach now. Wereback Overlook, I apologise. I get names wrong all the time. Cash Cow Clink, I was just talking to him prior to the match. He's been looking forward to this one, and I feel like he's been playing very well. Soups No Rules, the engineer, is up in support. I wonder if he's going to get a cheeky lunchbox down. Nope, he is just sort of cruising around. Nope, he's got the old MP40. No, he's going to get brutally murdered before he can do anything. That was Mr. Veldy through that little window. Mr. Veldy is going to be able to deal with the lad we were just talking about. God damn. GBI, they're fighting it out. They do get very close, but TFK doing a very good job as we go under half an hour in this match. Holy shit. If you were new to this... Oh, I missed that one. Who did we see who did? Oh, Jesus! What just blew up? No more Satchel. No more half track. Well done to those lads. That was very, very good to see. If you see the Satchel go down, make sure you tell me nice and early, SEO, so we can flip over.
It, yeah.
Oh, I know, and they're so hard to pick. The good thing is you'll be able to see all the GBI satchels because the little icon will come up. But keep an eye out for it. I miss them all the time. You can't win them all. GBI starting to cap this. Satchel absolutely huge. Now that that half track's gone down, very good opportunity now for GBI to push in. They are being dominant. It's about a third capped now. TFK will be incumbent on them to start pushing back and dealing with it. We're going to pull up, I'll tell you what, that not only have they taken down the half track, they have taken down that defensive Gary that TFK had. Lots of GBI lads in there. What do you got, Essio?
I was just saying, it does look like it's going GBI's way.
It is. It is. About half capped now. If you pull up your map, what sort of spawn points are they looking at? Are they going to be able to sustain this? Do they have OPs and or garrisons near to the point?
It doesn't look too sustainable. They've got 2 OPs close to Wereback, and that's sort of what they're going off.
Okay.
Whether they get the clown car off, I'm not sure. I think that's sort of an outdated tactic, but I think it still works.
Look, I think you're right. It is an outdated tactic and something that we've seen fall off the current meta a little bit. Well, a lot, to be honest.
As pretty quick, but it was definitely worthwhile if you use it right.
Yeah, I feel like it can be situational. I think it's one of those things you need to have in your bag of tricks. Everybody needs to know when the call comes out to clown car onto somewhere. If that call comes out, it can be still effective. It looks like TFK going to start defending again. So well done. They have managed to claw their way back. Let's see whether or not they've managed to get a spawn point up. They haven't yet. They are still working off their surrounding Garys, which is good. I think those Gary placements have been very, very good. They do have the one OP nice and close in. If you're new to this game, thank you for all the new followers. Thank you for all the first-time chats. I appreciate everybody who has ever hung out around here. If you like this sort of content, please go visit the Discord. I'm sure one of my beautiful mods will link my Discord. You can't use the goddamn command because I managed to disable it because I'm a weirdo. But they'll drop the link in for you, and I'll look forward to seeing you around here. I'll make sure I let you know whenever we're going to be doing some casting, or when we're going to be doing some streaming. Goddamn, SEO. TFK got back to defend again. GBI still struggling to push on to Wereback approach after losing it, after they were up 4-1. If this was you in this match, knowing everything you do with admin cam, my friend, yes, what would you be doing for GBI? Or do you think they're playing it exactly the way they should be and they just need to keep the pressure up?
I think the pressure, it's they're playing how they have been trained to do.
Yep.
They're definitely following everything they've tried to do here. There are little disruptive little pockets of TFK that I'm seeing.
Yep.
They're definitely finding their way around the back of North Pass, that's for sure.
Yeah, and
maybe not right now, but...
Yeah, not at the moment, but that continues to be a little point where TFK have identified they might be able to get a bit of a push on them there.
Especially with all the points in a line, it's very easy just to do a wide flank as well. They got lucky in that regard.
I think for me, GBI have this great battle line going that we keep banging on about. But every time they get close to the point, they are closing in. And that's allowing TFK to drop all the artillery on them and close in from their flanks. And that's why the point, they do start to contest it as they get lots of lads in. But without that sustained pressure and that pressure on the TFK flanks, I think it's just given TFK that ability to get back into this game. That said, Gusket, Pice, and Soups No Rules are pushing around on the flank now. Bear going down. We love Bear around here. Ready Fishy is going to be the sniper in defense. Soups No Rules. Sorry, he's not the sniper. He is repairing his tank. That 76 looks like he's got Soups' measure. He doesn't have Soups' measure because he's going to go down to the Flying Doge. The Flying Dalmatian, goddammit, chat. It's not what it is at all. Ready Fishy is now a tanker without a tank. And Soups, I feel like he was the engineer just waiting to put that satchel on. It's not going to be required now, my friend. Oh, no. Getting some grenades out. Oh, let's go. Soups, just trying to smoke out that tank. Gonna try and move up on it. Let's go, my friend. If you get a satchel down, I'll be very, very happy that you were able to follow this one. Rocket going in is going to be effective. Soups obviously knows that he's now chasing a tank that's got going to have speed on him. No, you can't go that way around the barbed wire, mate. You're going to have to push through the middle. Going to move up and get into support. He's going to run into some TFK defense eventually, but I think that tank's going to be able to move away from him. Well done. GBI, it looks like they've got a good spread of infantry at the moment. Have a look at this TFK push we're looking up at the north now. They've identified the spawn points for GBI that are up this north side. Putting a lot of pressure on.
Airhead coming down as well.
Oh, let's go have a look at that.
Top right of F3. But it's already marked by GBI. There's already 2 people under it.
Let's have a look at that in the main one. Very well done from Land Cruiser and Ares. Kektus, the commander, is not going to worry about it. They know that they've got it dealt with. A few tanks trying to do some work there, but I think this airhead's going to get down. I'm wondering whether it's going to be the old Prawn Hub special, the old Grim Tim special, the airhead bombing run that we see so often. Land Cruiser, he's just sort of sitting under there. Oh, they're both going to go for it. That's not the way I'd play that, just in case that bombing run's coming in. Or maybe they're listening out and can't hear the bombing run and they know they have
can't hear
time.
the plane or anything, yeah. I thought maybe they would camp it and go for the rocket, but it does look like they're playing it safe.
Land Cruising taking down that airhead. Well done to that lad. What do we got? We've got the Tiger's going to push back. I don't know why it's pushing back. I feel like that Tiger, what I want to see from that is to push up and try and support some of this infantry that's forward of the point from him. Maybe he's got a call that there's some TFK that need to be dealt with from behind. But look, I know, SEO, it's really easy for us to say, isn't it? We can look at admin cam all day long and say, that's obviously where the push is coming from. When are you going to start dealing with it?
The number of times I've yelled out, he's behind you, he's behind you.
Oh, I know, right? GBI pushing on to point. Well done from those lads. Welcome anybody else that's new to the stream. Pleasure to have you along. Thank you very much for following. Love having you guys around here. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. I hope you're having a fucking banger of a Saturday night or whatever the fuck it is, whatever time zone you're from. God damn it. Let's go, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. GBI very, very deep, but I'll tell you what, TFK have still got enough cup weight on to hold them off from taking this.
We've got a GBI airhead right on the point as well. That'll definitely be coming with a bombing run.
Where we got? There it is.
Right on way back overlook.
Weirdly, it's coming down with the TFK supplies and the GBI supplies. The commander from GBI, Kektus, will know that he has absolute domination on the point at the moment, and I think this could spell the end for this point for TFK, as GBI are holding it, but unless they can deal with this domination from GBI on the point, they're not going to be able to get in, and that airhead will get some spawn waves off. Icon Bear, pick well down towards the east of the point, which is the bottom of your screen. Wello's going to move up. Magic Mutation. Can you find out what that name is? Because I feel like I get his name wrong.
Magic Mutant.
Magic Mutant. There you go. Thank you very much. The Flying Doge. Soup No Rules is further to the west. Gusket is up towards the top right of your screen. TFK know that's there. They're trying to rush in and get the point, but Prawn Hub's the last one left.
Was that the airhead that just won? I think that tank just got the airhead as well.
Oh, did they? Can you have a look on your screen? Because I won't be able to see it.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah,
it would
well
have been
done.
maybe 2 seconds before the spawn as well. That was close.
That was huge. That could mean the difference. Oh, have a look at that. That tank. Screwed by Skittle, Centigram and Ready Fishy. Managing to take out a bunch of infantry there. Well done. The cap is about halfway capped. TFK still scrambling to try and get enough back in to defend this. But GBI, I like what they've done this time. And this is what we were talking about before, SEO. They haven't given up their battle line. This time, instead of closing in on the point, they've maintained that line. And I think that's what's putting them in better stead for holding on to and capping this point this time, my friend. Ooh.
It looks like they didn't even need the airhead as well.
I know, they just basically, are they just running off, do they have any Garys, or are they running off OPs at the moment?
They do have a garrison back in E4.
Let's have a
Just
look.
close to the border there.
Okay.
And there is one further up in E3. Just doesn't really look like it's being used all that much.
Oh, what are you going to do? Let's have a look at what the TFK lads are doing. As we see a bombing run going in. I'm assuming that's going to be the TFK bombing run. It is going to be the TFK bombing run. Just trying to clean up that GBI assault. There's only a couple left. This could go either way still. 2 bombing runs going in. And that's going to be capped by GBI. So all credit to those guys. TFK still trying to scramble. They still can counterattack and take this one back. That said, as I called them out, every one of those blueberries just died. GBI starting to consolidate. We're under 20 minutes left to go, Mr. SEO Trot. Under 20 minutes left to go. Still anybody's game. No spoilers in chat. It's 15 minutes delayed, so please don't be dropping too much stuff. SEO, can I just flip over to your camera? I realized I haven't given TFK their emotes for this game, so I'm going to go action them right now. And we're going to flip over to your camera. Just let me know what you're seeing, my guy.
Well, just watching Wereback Overlook. It looks like the GBI guys are just trying to get a Gary up to try and cement their place in the point. But it does look like TFK have moved in pretty close. It does seem like TFK might take this back if they're not careful.
Oof, it's still rough as well. Have a look at Cooked coming in that other angle as well. Bonnie, Wayno, and Prawn Hub doing very, very good work. It's starting to be contested. This could go back again. I don't think I've seen a match where there's been this match backwards and forwards for a very long time, and I'm genuinely enjoying watching it. We'll keep going with you. I've almost got that emote sorted. I apologize to all my TFK friends. It has been actioned now. I do forget to do stuff from time to time, and that was one of the things for this match. But we are back into it. Wayno sitting very deep. Let's switch back to my screen, and we'll go from there. Whew.
They do desperately need this Gary up to GBI.
They do. They do need it to consolidate. 18 and a half minutes left to go in this one. Drop Bear's nice and deep. Spence Teddy is going to start to try and defend. Taripa, Magic Mutant, Cactus the commander. Cactus the GBI commander. Apparently it's their first time command, so well done to them. I feel like they're keeping the lads together. And I don't know, SEO, you've obviously played more with the GBI lads than I have. How hard is it to keep the lads in line?
It can be tough.
That's a lie.
But that's the thing. It's with any sort of comp team. Everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone has their role.
Yeah, and you've got very good shooters.
To it. Yeah. There's one of the nice things about the comp games. As I'm sure you played many pub games where I'm not sure your commanding is, but if no one listens, it's a lonely job.
I'm probably the second or third worst commander in the OCE region. So just keep that in mind. If you ever see me as commander, expect that nothing fun is going to happen. Yeah, easy game, easy life. But that's fine. You can't win them all. I also can't shoot. So people have questioned from time to time why I actually play Hell Let Loose at all. Mainly it's to talk shit with you guys and do way too many shoeies on stream.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. Coming up to 17 minutes left in this match. TFK, a little bit of a blob moving in there, but I feel like your GBI lads, Mr. SEO, have got around the flanks of this approach. Pedro going down was one of the lads I was just going to shout out, but didn't get a chance. Prawn Hub looks like he dealt with him very well then. Swinny's up on the left flank for TFK. We're seeing a bit of a sledgehammer approach down this north side. It's what we saw before, which led to the HQ sector from TFK being starting to cap. Good bunch of red berries moving up this right side. Swinny won't know it, but he is the last of the TFK defenders that's going to have to deal with this very big push.
They've been holding this push back all game.
They have, haven't they? I'll tell you what, there is a tiger moving up in support here. I didn't realize that. TFK Swinny has just marked it up there, so they'll be well aware that it's there. But he is, as a recon spotter, will not be able to deal with that tiger tank, so he's just going to keep running and see what he can see. But that is, we saw this a lot last game and we're starting to see a lot more. That is to the Peter, on the back of Lycaon Conj and a Richie's tank. Engineer just providing some reps, and what he's doing at the moment is just sort of looking, he was just looking behind, making sure that tank doesn't get satchelled. What that does is allow the spotter, the commander in that tank, to focus more of his attention forward. And especially in a map like this, have a look at what he can see through those trees. Sight lines are borderline impossible, so that commander and that gunner will be able to look forward and sort of forget about their rear a little bit. As I say that, he just hasn't looked back at all, so there's nothing we're going to be able to do about that. Fine, TFK, nice and deep in defense. They do have a good push going on now, Wereback approach now. still anybody's game, but TFK there are running out of time to try and take this one back. I'll tell you what, I know I said I didn't call it, but I was going to call this one. I was going to call this one a GBI win, 5-0, very, very early in this one, especially the big pushes we saw nice and early. But all credit to TFK, and this is what I continually say whenever I cast them, is that TFK are continually improving as a clan. I'm sure one of my juicy and magnificent, one of my magnificent mods in chat will please link the Discords to both TFK and GBI. If you're new to this game, if you've never played any competitive Hell Let Loose before, consider going to join them. Even if you just join the Discord and start playing with some of these lads that we're watching today, start playing with lads like my co-caster, SEO Trot. Go and join the clans. They are two very good clans of awesome humans. And I hope you don't mind that I do it, my friend SEO. But what I will do, I will ask somebody to post the Discord link to my clan OCE, my friend. That's where I play and that's where I hang out. I love them. Obviously, GBI doing very well, but I'm going to say it. OCE, it's the best clan in OCE by a country mile. Done. Even though the last time we played you, we lost. But we're just forgetting about that one. We were having an off day.
We'll have a rematch. We're going to have a rematch, yeah.
Yeah, we absolutely will. We fucking love playing you guys. We enjoy it every time we do. But I'm going to get back over back approach. Mao's back approach, sorry. I'll get that name wrong a lot. But
GBI have just got a Gary up in the top left of the map.
Ooh, let's have a look at that.
Behind everything. Oh, they're spawning off it pretty good as well.
The old dive deep and get that Gary sorted nice and deep. Yeah, very, very good play. You see that in pub matches a lot. I feel like too many of these comp teams are way too drilled to have that work too often. But look, good work for GBI. That is some big pushes. That is a lot of red berries starting to move on this point. And have a look at the blueberries. They're still moving away from it. It doesn't look like they're aware. A nice considered and slow methodical approach from this GBI side. This could be it. This could be TFK. This
could be it.
Yeah, if TFK... Oh, good spawn wave going in. One of them dying now. They will be aware that they have got some trouble on their hands. Land cruising dying there, but holy crap. This is just gunfights. Gravy's not going to be effective. The medic is there. The medic's going to take down Fuji. Juicebox going. Oh, the medic dying as well. There's the Gary. They'll know exactly where that is. Blue V, have a look to your left, because that's the garrison. Yep, he did. Had a look to his left. They're going to take down the TFK garrison. That's not going to help TFK defend this point. What sort of spawn points do they have? They have nothing on Mao's back approach. They have the one Gary.
Good.
The one Gary, but that is a long way to the northeast of that point. Oh, that's going to be very difficult. GBI starting to cap.
Dropping an airhead as well. Airhead's going to come in any second now, just right on the point at Mao's back.
Let's zoom nice and far back so we can see that one. I don't think they're going to need it. I think they're going to be able to deal with this defense. TFK have nothing on Mao's back approach at the moment. Potentially just overcommitted to the attack. Those blueberries you can see towards the bottom of your screen are spawning off that northeast Gary that we pointed out before, but that is a lot of GBI lads on the point. There's the airhead we were just talking about. That's going to fall on the point. If that lands, if GBI manage to defend that airhead, they might not need it, but if that gets spawn wave off, that is absolutely GG. Banger of a match.
Gary might have been what's done it.
I think it is. I think their ability to get back and get that one up is that's put them in good stead. Nemo's going to get a rocket in. It's going to be completely ineffective. Good contested. TFK, that's been a good push off that northeast Gary, and that's exactly what they needed to do, was just get leads back, push as hard as you can. That's a big kill. That was a big kill from that GBI lad, because he was one of the only lads pushing out that way. GBI, it looks like they're...
clear.
Airhead's got down. The airhead is clear. TFK are going to have to get back and deal with that. So many of them are dying, though. I think that's going to be absolutely massive. Have a look at that. Gus get the flying Doge, and to the Peter with his Tigers coming in support. I think that was crucial. The GBI's battle line's ability to get across this TFK line of advance, that's what's meant that too many of them are dead, I think. I think GBI, have a look at those red berries. I think GBI are going to take this.
I think this is a good game.
I think this is going to be a 5-0 win to GBI. And I don't know about you. I feel like this game did not reflect that result. This was a much better game than that.
I was expecting a 3-2 win.
And there it is.
Oh!
There it is. That is a 5-0 win to GBI over TFK. 5-0 win to GBI over TFK. I'm just going to quickly scroll through the scores. We're going to commend Chowie because we fucking love him, and he literally donated. He gifted about 1 billion subs on the stream yesterday, and we love him. 1 billion subs. That's actually a number. He is in a lot of debt now, and I worry about him financially. But get your face on us, SEO, because we are going to jump. We're going to jump over and have a look at a little bit of post-match. Hopefully we get, I know we've got Tezza there already, so we do have some post-match interviews. Let's get over here. SEO, did you enjoy yourself, mate?
That was a good game, yeah.
It was.
I didn't expect a 5-0 win.
Yeah, no, neither did I.
That was literally anyone's game, literally right until the end. That sneaky Gary is what solidified it.
Absolutely. The backwards and forwards over that second last point from TFK was magic. They did have some good counter assaults. It didn't come to enough. It wasn't good enough for them, but I don't know about you. I know you're biased. I know you love your GBI lads. I know you love your GBI lads. But
they're all right.
You've got to admit that was a very good game from this TFK side. I feel like that's if that game had finished 3-2, we would have gone, yeah, that was exactly what it deserved. Well played by GBI, but also very well played from TFK.
Yeah, definitely. They can definitely hold their own, TFK.
Yeah.
Their defense, I know they lost 5-0, but yeah, they definitely they've got a great defense. I think the thing that they're lacking is if they can just get a bit more offense,
all right,
just sort of put more pressure on the GBI, and that's it.
We have Tezza, who was the commander for TFK in the waiting room now, and we've got Bear from your lads, GBI. I'm going to drag them up now. Just wait. Every time I drag somebody, I guarantee you they're already chatting amongst themselves. So I'll drag them up, and we'll hear them immediately shut up, whatever they were saying. And Bear, Tezza, welcome in. How are you guys?
Yeah, really good. Absolutely gas after that game.
Oh, dude, you and me both. I don't know about you, but I feel like I've been talking straight for about the last hour and a half.
Get it, boys.
Bear, that was a dominant performance from your lads. But what I might do is start with Tez. Well commanded, very well commanded.
Thank you.
And a very good game from you guys. I was just talking to SEO about this before, but you did lose 5-0. But I feel like the game didn't reflect that. I feel like
not at all.
No, I feel like a 3-2 win would have been just about right. Your TFK lads are playing so well lately.
I was just saying to Bet, I'm so gassed after that game because I can really see the improvements with TFK. Just an amazing effort. I'm really proud of what we did. But huge shout out to Gary Busters as well. That was a really great game. So thank you.
Oh, they did play very, very well. And I'll flick over to Bear now. Bear, firstly, congratulations on the win, my friend.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for having us.
Dude, it is always my pleasure. I fucking love casting all these games, and TFK and GBI are some of my favorites. 5-0 win. You've got to be happy with that. I know your lads were trying something a little different for this match than they normally do. Do you want to take us through that a little bit and how it worked in your favor this game?
Yeah, too easy. About something different. Are you talking about the Tiger tanks or?
I was just
Having Cactus commanding is his first time commanding a comp game, isn't it?
It was his second go around. Okay. He really impressed us on his first playthrough against OCE. I believe he pulled away with that 4-1 win when Murray was missing, and yeah, that was his first time playing. He learnt a lot from that game, and he was just really solid performance. So it's good to have another commander sort of just under your belt that you can fall back on. And yeah, Cactus was top shelf today.
Yeah, I completely agree. Your implementation of the current battle meta, can I just break things for a second? Fucking Reggie has just gifted a bunch of subs. Fucking thank you. I appreciate you. You'll see this in 15 minutes time because of time and wibbly wobbly bullshit. But I appreciate everyone that's rocking up today. Bear, yeah, your GBI implementation of that battle line was top tier, mate. Very well done. All credit to your lads. That was probably one of the best I've seen in the OCE region.
Yeah, I appreciate it, mate. Really do. Forming that line and trying to get a bit more discipline into the squad and sort of how we approach, the game and how we move. It is something that we've been working on, and I guess that was reflected today, as you could see. our tactics have definitely improved and positioning and whatnot. So yeah, we were very happy with today's result. We did get a bit of a scare on TFK's retake of Weback. That was pretty strong.
Was
quite surprised us there. I think we might have got a little too confident in pushing forward before we secured our flanks in our rear. And I think that was where we went wrong. And we weren't able to reestablish like map control, on the flanks of Weback, and then eventually it collapsed. Once we sort of reformed and repressed the attack, and then repositioned ourselves to be more unified and provide a more solid front, we were able to just push through the middle. And then we got a lucky rear garrison on last point, able to surge a lot of dudes on there, and then sort of towards the end we just went all in on last point. And we were
balls to the wall at the end definitely helped. I think it's something we talked about. You see that a lot more in pub matches, but that rear Gary, obviously once that was cemented, once you got the airhead there, you had lads dealing with the TFK counter assault. I think there was nothing else we could do from there. We'll start wrapping this up. We'll start wrapping this up. Tezza, fucking well commanded. All credit to your guys. Very well played. I can't say enough how much I like watching your guys play. I feel like result didn't reflect what you deserve, but did you have fun? Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, 100%. That was also my first command comp game as well. So I loved it. Enjoyed the heck out of it. And really proud of TFK with that
well
result.
done.
Even though we lost,
Played well.
I'm really proud of our team.
Well done. I'll look forward to seeing you commanding much more in the future, because if that's anything to go by, we've got much more to see from you, and I'll look forward to it, sister. So thank you very much. Bear, congratulations. We'll start wrapping these up, but well done to your lads. Another dominant performance from GBI. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting me cast it.
Awesome. Cheers, mate. And just another shout out to TFK for the match. It was a tough fight, and had lots of fun. Cheers, boys.
Take care of yourself, guys. SEO Trot, did you enjoy yourself today, my guy?
Yeah, very much so. Thank you for having me.
Dude, it is absolutely my pleasure. I'm sure we're going to go co-cast with you again in the future, and I'm going to goddamn look forward to it, my friend.
Yeah, me too.
Excellent. We're going to wrap things up there. That was a 5-0 win by GBI over TFK. Dominant performance from them. All credit to TFK. They played very, very well today, but just unable to claw it back. Congratulations. I hope you guys enjoyed that at home. We're gonna wrap things up here. Thanks to my co-caster SEO Trot, and we finish every cast on this channel by saying, goddamn, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves. If you can manage to do that, please see if you can't look after somebody else too. I'll see you guys next stream, next match cast, and you know what? I'm going to look forward to it. Love you, cunts. Good night.